Introduced here at the Spectrum, as the Aggies will most likely be without the services of Sam Merrill and Nemish Keita, which frankly is something that probably would be a smart move at this point, Coach.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a good move.
So you talk about just relaxing, having fun, go out there and play your game. And frankly, Utah State should win this game and win this game pretty handily. But, you know, most part, stay healthy, go out there, play hard, and pad the old stats a little bit, huh?
For sure. You know, you got to take care of business, especially some of these guys that haven't had an opportunity to play. They need to get in the mix, kind of figure out the changes that they've made in motion and some of those new sets and get themselves right and ready.
Well, you know, too, you get a chance to work with some youngsters. I got to imagine if healthy, you know, guys like Clay Stahl or Roche Groupbaum, you know, some of these guys who haven't had a chance to play a lot could get some opportunities in this game.
Yeah, I would hope so. I'd like to see some extended minutes from some guys and let them get in the flow.
You come into games like this with some goals in mind, like that you want to get accomplished, or you want to get guys a certain amount of time, or anything along those lines?
I think it's not an exhibition game, but I think he's trying to win. So I think it'll a lot of play time will be determined on how the game's going. I think he'll like to knock them out early.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, you never know, right? But young teams come in here with nothing to lose. All of a sudden they make 4 or 5 threes in a row, and it's like, wait a minute. That's not right.
And, you know, and frankly, this won't be the most rowdy crowd that we'll see all year. I mean, you know, I think, you know, Utah State wasn't able to get this game scheduled until pretty late. Yeah. In fact, as you mentioned, the tickets, when they were printed, had TBA because they just couldn't find a team to fill this date. And so finally, you get St. Catherine in here, and, you know, the student section, I'll admit, you know, is filled in nicely. Probably because nobody wants to study for finals right now.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, yeah, and some of them may already be done with finals and headed home. So lots of different things that play in a factor.
Yeah. All right, so Utah State gets set to announce their starting lineup as we're ready to get this thing started. Aggie basketball as Utah State takes on St. Catherine. Again, NAIA school. They come into this game at 3-8 on the season. They've only won once on the road. They are already 1-5, and they are 1-2 at home. There's your I Believe chant as the Aggies get set to take midcourt. Starting lineup for St. Catherine in this game. Number 32, Gabriel Knight. Also number 10, Zathan Dumpson gets the starting nod. Also number 2, Jared Strait. Number 12, out on the court, Abdul Muhammad, as well as number 5, Zane Joasis. It's interesting. You got a bunch of guys on this team who's averaged over 20 minutes a game too. They will go deep down the roster.
That's good. Yeah, they probably play more than 10 or 11 than I would guess if they have that many, sharing that many minutes.
All right, so no Sam Merrill, no Nemish Keita. Abel Porter, Brock Miller, Justin Bean, Yogo Brito, and Alfonso Anderson are your starters for the Aggies. And we're ready to get this thing started. Justin Bean tips off and goes right into the hands of Coach, who makes a nice snag.
I was wide open.
You like that? Still holding on.
I might not throw it to this referee. Oh, okay. Nothing personal.
We got some history there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Utah State, and so it goes to St. Catherine. Abdul Muhammad set to trigger the inbound, swings it over to Gabriel Knight. Knight out on the left wing as we're ready to get this thing started. Back up top to Muhammad on the left wing. Down low, back up top to Joasis. He'll try to drive, cut off nicely. Swing it back over to Dumpson. He drives, right-hand shot won't go, and Alfonso Anderson skies for the rebound and knocks it down, brings it down. Abel Porter back over to Bean. Bean on the right wing. Over to Brito, and we got a foul. It's going to go against number 10. That's Zathan Dumpson, who is starting his 7th game of the year for St. Catherine. Aggies will inbound with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Abel Porter looking for somebody to clear. It's Brito. Brito baseline, double team. Back to Bean. Bean to Miller. Miller for 3. Yes!
Well, that's a good way to start. You don't get a wide open 3. Brock knocks it down. He can stay in the game a little longer.
So bringing the ball down the court. Working left. Back up top to Joasis. And his pass goes out of bounds. Turnover, St. Catherine. Ball goes back to Utah State leading this game by the count of 3-0.
You know, we talked a lot about, how many points the Aggies have scored on their special teams. That baseline out-of-bound play, there's another one that's an excellent out-of-bounds play, leads to an open three.
Porter to Bean. Bean a cutting Brito, but instead the ball's intercepted by Anderson. Anderson turns left, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and the ball's still down on the court, controlled by St. Catherine. Jared Strait with the ball out on the right wing. Strait hands back over to Knight. Knight outside the three-point line, right wing extended. Works back to the middle of the court. Aggie switch, Justin Bean comes out to cover him. Still holding on the ball, then working it left to Dumpson. Dumpson drive, shot missed, and controlled by Bean. Aggies with the rebound, quickly going the other way. Abel Porter puts on the afterburners. Down low to Bean. Bean, easy layup, up and in, and the Aggies up 5-0 with a minute and a half into the first half.
That's a great pass by Abel. Found the open guy as he drew that secondary defender.
Strait, right wing, guarded by Porter. Hands back up top to Joasis. Works it back over to Strait. Strait lines up the three, won't go. And Diogo Brito with another rebound. Abel Porter wants to drive once again. Puts the shot up and won't go. But he does draw the foul. Blocking, and Aggies will inbound.
Yeah, the Aggies are finding a way to really put the pressure on the Firebirds by just moving without the basketball.
Abel Porter looking to trigger that inbound. Finally gets it to Brito. Brito spots up, takes the baseline jumper, misses it badly, but Porter's there for the rebound. Back to Bean on the left wing. Bean then drive, has an alley, lays it up and in. The Red Seas parted, and Justin Bean gets the layup.
Boy, that was, Friday night at the church house right there. There was no defense.
Gerald Knight down low to Joasis. He has the ball knocked out of his hands, finally collects, takes the jumper, missed. Anderson collects on their rebound. Abel Porter left wing for the Aggies, leading this game 7-0. 7:25 left to go here in the first. Into lane once again, Diogo Brito gets it to go, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. As right now you're seeing the Aggies flex their muscles here.
Yeah, this is the Washington Generals right here, if you're familiar with.
Oh yeah.
That team. Harlem Globetrotters opponents, Ajay. Very little defense offered so far. I think they probably need to make a couple baskets to get themselves in the game.
Diogo Brito stepping up to the free throw line. Aggies leading this game 9-0. And make it 10-0 as Brito's able to bury the free throw.
Yeah, great job by the Aggies, right? Just taking care of business. They're not doing anything special, nothing out of the ordinary. They're just playing their game of basketball.
Gabriel Knight looking for somebody to clear. Finally has to kick it over to Dumpson on the left wing. He pump fakes the three, tries to drive on Anderson, crashes in the lane, won't go, but draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's 3 straight drives to that young man. He's done a good job of getting himself to the rim. I think the size a little bit, just from not only the secondary defender, but who's ever guarding him, that's kind of giving him a little bit of trouble. But getting to the line right here will give him some confidence, and that's a player to watch.
So first points potentially coming up here for St. Catherine. Free throw is missed. It's not going to happen here. And we'll have one more. Student section letting him hear about it a bit. And second free throw up and missed that one. 0 for 2 from the free throw line for the Firebirds. Abel Porter crossing the timeline, hands over to Brock Miller. Back to Diogo Brito. Aggies weave on the left side of the court. Once again, lane opens up. Abel Porter's able to drive. Abel Porter's able to finish. And it's 12-0 Utah State.
Yeah, the ball movement is just too much for the Firebirds to handle right now. They need to figure out a way to maybe go to a zone or some way stop that dribble penetration.
Now out on the left wing. Bounce pass to Muhammad. Muhammad can't finish at the rim, and Diogo Brito with the rebound. Diogo Brito kicks over to Porter. Porter crossing the timeline. Sean Bairstow set to check in on the next timeout. Down low to Bean. Bean's got a good look with the left hand. Can't finish out of the rim. One of the few times the Aggies haven't been able to finish, and Muhammad collects the rebound. 12-0 Utah State, 16-11 left to go here in the first half. Dumpson with the ball on the left wing, trying to post up Joasis. Joasis faces up, kicks over the pass, nearly stolen away, but Muhammad's able to come back and collect. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Drive into the lane, cut off. Turnaround jumper is up and missed. Diogo Brito comes away with it as once again St. Catherine unable to come away with points. Brito drives. His cross-court pass deflected, goes off the standard, goes out of bounds, and that brings us to our first media timeout. All Aggies here on the first 4.5 minutes of this game. Utah State leads 12-0 on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Basket with his back to the basket offensively.
By the way, Coach mentioned that Dory's played well. In fact, they kind of lamented he didn't play him more in that game against Fresno State.
Yeah, he is a little bit of offensively struggles a little bit scoring his ball.
Rises for a three-point shot. Miller's unable to hit. Porter with the offensive rebound. His three goes. You know, Abel Porter's the kind of guy, he hits a big shot, and he kind of builds off that. And I think after that big three against Fresno, he might go on a run here where he's able to put some shots together.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's what we saw a lot of last year, that's for sure.
Dumpson tries to drive. He's cut off with the double team, then gets it to Armstead. He cranks a three, and that does not go. So two opportunities for for St. Catherine, but Utah State still leading 15-0. Justin Bean on the left low block, kicks it back to Bairstow. Bairstow, cross-court pass, intercepted, and the first points are up and in off of the pick six. Jared Strait intercepting the cross-court pass, laying it up and in, and the Firebirds have their first points. Utah State leads by the count of 15-2.
Yeah, that's the dreaded non-aggressive guard-to-guard pass. It's just not a great play.
And Abel Porter fouled with an overly aggressive. Nigel Carr comes in, and Carr gets the foul. That'll be the 14th foul already on St. Catherine. Utah State leads 15-2.
Yeah, they're going to really have problems. I think Abel, this is a game where he's going to have to log a lot of minutes, I'm afraid. I don't know if we have anyone else that can come in.
Abel Porter nicely splits a double team, reverse layup up and in by Justin Bean. I don't care who you're playing. That's a nice play.
No, that's a great ball handling. That's what he worked on in the offseason, splitting those double teams.
17-2. Aggies up by 15. Driving into lane is Armstead. He puts a shot up in the left hand, and it rattles in.
Yeah, once that first basket goes, they kind of free up a little bit, don't they?
Yeah. Abel Porter out on the left side, looks for Bairstow. Can't get it to him, so Bairstow finally comes back to get it. Back up top to Justin Bean on the right wing. Up top to Porter. Porter near the midcourt logo to Dorius. Dorius into the paint, spins right, spins left. Can't get the shot to go, and the rebound pulled down by Armstead of St. Catherine. Over to Carr. Carr launches a long three, and he misses everything. That'll go out of bounds on the air ball. Student section lets him hear about it. Utah State leads this game 17-4. Diogo Brito checks in. Abel Porter's going to check out. Aggies out on the court now. Dorius, Miller, Brito, Justin Bean, and Sean Bairstow.
Yeah, Bairstow running the point a little bit.
17-4. Aggies up big. Cross court to Miller. Back up top to Brito. Brito hands back to Bairstow. Bairstow comes back to the midcourt logo. Circles right, tries to drive, right hand shot up, no good. But there is Dorius to collect and throw down the dunk.
Yeah, good little play between those two. Little high pick and roll. Bairstow got it up on the rim, and Dorius knocked it down with a dunk.
19-4, Utah State up by 15. Bounce pass intercepted in the paint. Here comes Justin Bean to Brito. Brito all by himself, lays it up, can't go, but Dorius with another putback dunk. Back-to-back offensive rebounds and throwdowns.
Boy, he's getting himself in the highlight tape, post-year highlight tape now.
21-4, Utah State leads by 17. 13:05 left to go first half. Coach's timeout. We'll take it as well on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Aggies lead this game 21-4. Bringing the ball down the court, Gabriel Knight. Knight picks up his dribble, circles left to Carr. Carr then over to Armstead. Armstead wants to drive, then swings it over to Javante Matthews, who takes the jumper and knocks it down from about 15 feet out. 21-6, Utah State with a lead. Alfonso Anderson drives baseline, swings it all the way to Bairstow, lines up the three. No good, just a little long, and St. Catherine comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, we got to have him just keep shooting, keep playing, doing his thing.
Nigel Carr caught up, swings it back to the right wing to Knight. Knight bounce pass to the base. Shot is up, missed. Brito tries to tip it to himself. He does, keeps it in play. Swings it all the way to Bairstow, who can't control the pass, and is stolen away by Gabriel Knight. Long three from the right wing is up and missed, and the rebound pulled down by Dorius. Dorius kicks it back over to Bairstow. Bairstow running the point, crossing the timeline. Aggies running right to left, leading this game 21-6. Nice pass down low to Dorius, but can't control the handle. Falls off his hands, goes out of bounds, and the turnover gives the ball back to St. Catherine.
That's a media timeout here, and the Aggies will have a chance to talk about catching and controlling before we make our move.
I like it.
Catch and control.
You can take the coach off the bench, but he's still a coach. Aggie Sports Network, Utah State leads 21-6 from Learfield IMG College. In case you're just joining us, Utah State without the services of Sam Merrill, who is sitting this game out, getting healthy for the game coming up on Saturday against BYU. Also, Nemish Keita not going in this game tonight as well. Right now, Aggies with 5 players on the board. Bean with 6, Porter with 5, Dorius with 4, Burrito with 3, and Miller with 3. 21-6 is our score. Aggies shooting 56% from the field, also 50% from 3.
Yeah, great percentages. Again, that's just the ball moving around and getting open shots at the basket. That led to a couple easy threes.
Inbound to Matthews. Just hit a jumper on the last possession. Swings over to Armstead, who's averaging about 9.5 points a game. Again, you've got about 6 players who's averaging over 20 minutes a game for St. Catherine. Shot is up from the low block, up and in. And I believe that was Jared Strait who's able to get the bucket. 21-8 is our score. Utah State leading by 13. Aggies have been in a bit of a lull offensively. Down pass to Dorius. Dorius puts his shoulder down, has a height advantage, finally goes up, tries to kiss it off the glass, and it's a little hard and won't go for him.
Yeah, it's a good move. Great footwork. He's got a really good basics.
Nigel Carr, crossover dribble, pulls up from the left elbow, knocks it down. 21-10. Don't look now, but St. Catherine on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, I think, miss a couple baskets and get a little soft defensively.
Brock Miller rises from the elbow, knocks down the jumper. Brock Miller snaps that 6-0 run for the Firebirds, and the Aggies back up top 23-10.
Yeah, a little easier to set your defense if that ball's going through the hoop.
Yeah. Armstead brings the ball down, gets it to Hernandez on the right wing, over to Matthews. Matthews swings it back up top to Carr. Carr wants to drive, up, under, puts it over the top of Dorius, but can't get the shot to go. And here comes Alfonso Anderson after the rebound to Miller. Miller's got a good look for 3, won't go. Dorius dives, I guess I should say, for the rebound. Goes off his hand, goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Firebirds.
Yeah, Dorius, a lot of effort out there defensively, right? Changing shots at the rim. He just needs to relax a little bit on that offensive end and I think make his decision a little sooner as to what he wants to do. But this is a good one. You'll have some game film to watch and improve that as we move forward.
Armstead brings the ball down for the Firebirds, uncontested. Finally picked up outside the three-point line by Anderson. His bounce pass swings right by his intended receiver and then goes out of bounds right next to Coach Craig Smith. Justin Bean into the game, will inbound to Diogo Brito. We'll reset your Aggies here. Bairstow, Anderson, Brito, Bean, and Porter are your 5 Aggies. 23-10. Brito up top to Bean. Bean to Porter on the left wing. 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Bean being guarded by Carr. Circles right, then comes back, gets a screen from Anderson. Tries to drive, cut off nicely, down to Bean. Bean's got a good look, passes to Brito, who lost the handle, trying to go up for the shot, goes off his hands, and St. Catherine going the other way. Driving coast to coast, layup up and in, as Zathan Dumpson's able to get points and cut the Aggie lead down to 11, 23-12 with 9:40 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, running set plays for the Aggies without Sam Merrill will be a little different.
Porter up under, crashes into the lane, won't go. Ball kept alive by St. Catherine, but then the Bairstow shot is blocked away at the last second, and finally the Firebirds going the other way. Pump fake to 3, swing it back up top on the right wing. It's Nigel Carr, dumps it down low. Turnaround shot blocked by Bean as Matthews unable to finish, as Bean said, not tonight.
No, that's a good block when you can block your primary defender.
Porter to Brito, Brito to Anderson. Anderson puts his shoulder down, going to work. Spins left, shot up, no good. Bean is there, Bean's offensive putback, up and in. And the Aggie lead is 13 again, 25-12, 8:51 left to go here in the first half.
Second in the nation in offensive rebounds right now, Justin Bean is.
Aggies have only made 1 out of their last 7 shot attempts, but still lead by 13. Dumpson takes the long jumper, won't go. Anderson collects, and the Aggies going the other way. Anderson just will keep it himself. Works left, back up top to Brito. Brito to Bairstow. Bairstow kicks back to Porter. Porter to Diogo Brito. Turnaround jumper from the baseline, no good. Bean's there for the rebound. His left-hand putback, you know it, up and in. The garbage man collects and knocks it down.
Working towards number 1. Up the channel. He is number 1 in overall rebounding right now.
And
or double doubles, I should
exactly.
say.
Now he's got 10 points and 4 rebounds. Only thing that'll keep him away from a double-double is going to be playing time tonight. Nigel Carr to Matthews. Ball nearly stolen away. Baseline drive, nearly blocked away, and maybe blocked away by Justin Bean. And here comes Anderson. Anderson on the right wing. Lost the handle on the dribble, kicked away by St. Catherine. And it'll be Utah State ball when we come back. 27-12, Utah State leads by 15. 7:49 left to go first half on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield, IMG College. He's, right now, I'd say he's an all-Mountain West Conference player.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, when you're leading the nation in any category, and right now it's double-doubles, you are doing something right, and you're going to find a way to get on the court.
Abel Porter comes around a Roche group bomb screen, who's into the game. To Brock Miller. Miller thinks about a 3, then kicks it back over to Porter. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to post up Bean. They can't get it to him. Bairstow finally gets it to Bean, who flashes to the basket, kicks it back to Porter. Baseline 3, you know it. Abel Porter, smooth as silk, knocks it down, and the Aggies up by 18, 30-12.
Yeah, great extra pass by Justin Bean right there. He might get a triple-double without scoring points.
Gabriel Knight
block
to Dumpson. His shot is blocked away at the rim. Brock Miller cross court to Bairstow. Bairstow to Porter. Back up top to Miller. He'll take that 3. And it misses off the left of the rim. And here comes the Firebirds going the other way with Knight bringing the ball down the court. 30-12, Aggies up by 18. 6:55 left to go here in the first half. They're going to get an offensive foul, and they'll knock Gabriel Knight with that one.
Yeah, that's that's a point of emphasis right there. You're not going to get away with that at any level of basketball in college.
Coming into the game, Nigel Carr. Checking out is Gabriel Knight. And Bean triggers the inbound to Porter. 30-12, Aggies up by 18 with 6:48 left to go here in the first half. Porter crosses the timeline. Abdul Muhammad picks him up. Porter goes right past him though, but the ball knocked out of his hands, and they're going to say the ball deflected off the leg of Porter out of bounds, and they give the ball back to the Firebirds.
Yeah, that looked like it surely went off the defender's leg, but I'm just a little bit biased.
Just a bit. Nigel Carr to Muhammad, back to Carr. Carr wants to drive, picks up his dribble at the right elbow, has to swing it over to Dumpson, and then back to Knight. Back to Dumpson, he'll spot up, take the long 3, knock it down.
He's doing a good job, Dumpson. He's by far their best player. It's hard to get rhythm, I think, when they sub that much.
That's the first 3-point shot attempt made by St. Catherine, and he comes away with the steal going the other way. Dumpson cross court all the way by himself, and Miller has to foul him at the rim. The Aggies leading this game 30-16, and they'll put Dumpson to the line, who is only a 50.8% free throw shooter. So one thing as a team, St. Catherine only a 59% free throw shooting team.
Oh, maybe they have limited time in the gym, but that's a stat that they'll want to improve on if they're going to want a chance to win some games.
Crowd lets them hear about it. Free throw, good. Got a little extra time in the gym this week.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Boy, that's almost a violation. He's got that ball for about 8 seconds before he shoots it, so he's definitely putting probably too much thought into it.
Free throw number 2 is good.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 for 2 on that trip. Dumpson now with 7 points on the night, leading the St. Catherine Firebirds. Justin Bean with 10 for the Aggies. Bean sets the screen for Miller to Roche, group bomb. Back to Brito. Brito outside the 3-point line, kicks it back to Bean. Bean over to Bairstow for 3. Yes! Sean Bairstow buries the 3, and he knocks it down. He is only his second 3-point make of the season.
Yeah, he just looks good at shooting it now, a little bit more confident than he did early on in the season.
16-point lead for the Aggies. Trying to drive is Hernandez, cut off, so he gets it to Dumpson. He passes down low, the shot is blocked away. And here comes Brock Miller to Brito. Brito's got a good look for three. He'll take it, and he'll make it. Diogo Brito knocks down the three, and the Aggies up by 19, largest lead of the game, 36-17. Aggies currently on a 6-0 run. They made 4 out of their last 5. Back up top to Straight drives, cut off. Miller's there to slow that down. He kicks it to Dumpson, who takes the three, missed it, but Dumpson gets his own rebound. Tries to drive on Group Bomb. His cross-court pass stolen away by Brock Miller. Miller kicks it back over to Diogo Brito. Brito back to Bean. Bean kicks it back over to Bairstow for three. No good. Bean's there for the rebound and the easy putback up and in.
Wow, he's got to get his double-double in the first half.
Bean now 10 points, 6 rebounds. Actually 12.7 rebounds.
Oh, he's probably going to come out here. We got Dorius coming in.
Cross-court pass over on the left side to Hernandez. Hernandez then backed up top to Carr. Carr takes the three, rattles out. Bean with another rebound.
We've got the double-double clock going on now.
Brito on the left wing. Gets the screen from Roche. Steps up, takes the three, knocks it down. And the Aggies roll it. 41-17, 4:16 left to go here in the first half. Timeout on the court. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. And Justin Bean well on his way to another double-double. He leads the nation in double-doubles. He's got 12 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, he's it's almost like he's playing by himself out there. There's not a lot of resistance, and that's him working without the basketball, right? Doing his work early, getting in the right position. We talked last week a little bit, the last game, about how he has such a nose for rebounding. I think he really does. I think he sees where it's going to come off, and he's always moving, always on the move, really hard to box out. Just in a good position every time.
Utah State shooting 53% from the field, 6 of 11 from 3. And the total rebounding number is what you'd expect it to be, about 26-8.
Well, it's a little more than I would expect, but yeah, St. Catherine really one and done here, and if they're unable to make a couple shots, it's kind of getting away from them here.
Yeah. All right, here comes the Firebirds bringing the ball down the court. Armstead hands over to Carr. Carr caught up in traffic, so he swings it back up top to Armstead. Armstead swings it over for a baseline three-point shot attempt, and it is missed as Joasis couldn't get it to go. Bairstow quickly down, is going to get hit with the travel. Nope, foul.
Yeah, he's running rim to rim right there. That's good effort there. And, even without the foul, I still thought his footwork, he has that slow Euro step. I thought that might have been close, but baseline out of bounds, which we love to see by the Aggies, probably guaranteed 2 points.
16th foul for the Firebirds. Diogo Brito looking for somebody to clear, gets it to Bairstow, to Anderson. Anderson to Miller. Miller all by himself on the near side. Pulls up from the baseline, missed everything, and the rebound pulled down by Joasis.
Yeah, he's an ISO there. He's got to at least hit the rim.
Armstead will rise, fire for three, miss it, and Dorius, pulls down the board. And over to Brito. Brito working right to left. Brito comes around to Dorius' screen. Kicks it back to Bairstow. Down to Dorius, but the pass stolen away by Joasis. And a couple turnovers here by the Aggies.
Catch it first, then make your move. It's in a little bit too much of a hurry.
Isaac Ramirez into the game for the first time for the Firebirds. Triggers the near side. Pass to the left wing. Ramirez still holding on to the ball. Back up top to Armstead. Armstead wants to drive, spin, into lane, shot up, and got it to go, and that snaps Utah State's 11-0 run.
Yeah, that's a good possession there by the Firebirds. Got their ball moving, got a couple Aggie players out of position.
Bairstow to Brito. Brito drives, kicks to Miller. Miller's got a wide open three. Can't get it to go, and the rebound pulled down by Joasis. Firebirds and the Aggies, Utah State leading 41-19 with 2:45 left to go here in the first half. Armstead kicks back up top to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to drive, then cut off, works at baseline to Joasis, and the pass stolen away. And here comes Diogo Brito, one-on-one, flies by Armstead, but can't finish at the rim. And Nigel Carr comes away with it. Firebirds don't have numbers. Carr doesn't care. He tries to drive, and he gets hit with the travel.
Yeah, I think Fonzie coming over there trying to block his shot intimidated him just a little bit, and he shuffled his feet.
2:22 left to go here in the first half, and the Aggies leading 41-19. Alfonso Anderson set to inbound. Aggies on the court right now. Trevin Dorius, Brock Miller, Bairstow, Abel Porter, and Alfonso Anderson. Porter to Miller. Miller back to Porter. Trying to post up. Dorius can't get it to him, so he swings it back up top to Miller. Foul down low, and that's going to go against St. Catherine.
St. Francis, good school too.
Yes.
Yes, also quite religious. Or
so I've heard.
The Aggies with a mismatch at every position.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often, even all the way to the point guard spot. So just taking advantage of it. Dorius got himself to the line. Let's see if he's improved his free throw shooting a little bit.
Here comes the first free throw for Dorius on the 1-and-1. Won't go. Anderson skies for the rebound. Push shot up and in. Great job by Alfonso Anderson getting the offensive rebound and the putback up and in, and the Aggies up 43-19.
Yeah, Alfonso overcoming some cold, flu-like symptoms last weekend, doing a good job.
Dumpson drives, kicks it all the way over for a long baseline three. It is missed. Miller tries to get the rebound, but tips it to Bairstow. Bairstow wants to run. Bairstow climbs the ladder. Up, can't get it. Dorius with the offensive rebound. His right-hand shot won't go, but put back on his own missed shot, and the third time's the charm for the Aggies.
Boy, how about Sean Bairstow, coast to coast? He looked like just like a gazelle out there.
Yeah, that guy covers a lot of ground in a hurry.
Wow.
Shot underneath the basket won't go. Dorius comes away with it. Over to Porter. Porter crossover. Step back. Oh, he needed to shoot that shot after that crossover. Dorius back to Bairstow. Over to Porter. Porter kicks back to Bairstow. Bairstow drives. Right-hand shot won't go. Gets the foul. He'll go to the free throw line with 1:14 left to go here in the first half. And the Aggies up 45-19.
Yeah, a couple times Bairstow at the rim, not expecting to be that open at the rim. I think every game he's played in, there's been some resistance up at the rim, and here, there's really not, but it's just kind of taking him by a little surprise.
Bairstow's free throw up and good. By the way, that's only his 7th free throw attempt of the season. He's now 5 of 7 on the year.
Yeah, bright future ahead. I mean, just athletic and long, and man, him and Liam sitting on the bench over there with a red shirt. Goodness gracious.
I will say this, Liam McChesney, and I know a lot of Aggie fans don't get a chance to see practice, but that young man has a chance to be really special too.
Yeah, he's already looks like he's put on a few pounds, which he definitely needs, but boy,
his feel for the game is really fun to watch. Layup up and in, Dumpson with a nice pass to D'Angelo Fields, who gets the layup. And the score now 47-21. Brito with the ball, over to Bairstow. To Anderson. Anderson trying to post up Dorius, gets it to him. Nice behind the back pass to Anderson. Won't go, but Anderson earns free throws. But what a nice pass by the big man.
Yeah, great pass, great effort by Fonzie to cut right there, and Dorius just kept that ball high and dumped it off. That's a good play. That we see that a lot with Nemias when he's in the game, kind of passing that off to Sam.
44 seconds left to go. Anderson steps up to the line. He's got 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. He'll have a couple free throws here. And his first free throw nestles home. Roche Grootbaum steps in. He'll give Trevin Dorius a breather. And here comes Anderson's second free throw. It is up, and it is good as well. 49-21, 28-point lead for the Aggies with 45 seconds left to go. Into the lane, shot up and good as Zathan Dumpson, pretty good player. He's now got 9 points on the night.
Yeah, by far their best player out there. You got a lot of good players in the States that can play, and throughout the world, it's just a chance of getting an opportunity to play.
Coming in, the leading scorer for the Firebirds, averaging nearly 14 points a game. Diogo Brito tries to drive base. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Down low, pass stolen away as it was intended for Anderson. Bounce pass into lane. Dumpson can't collect on the bad pass. Still on the court. 2-1 and a shot as Dumpson's able to lay it up and in with about a half-second left. And that's how the first half comes to an end. 49-25, 24-point game.
Foul to give right there. Now, I'll tell you what, if Sam Merrill's on the floor, we're giving that foul at half court where Sean had a chance to give it away. I think that's That's a learning point today for the end of the half.
49-25 is our halftime score. Utah State leads by 24 at the break. You're listening to Aggie Basketball from Learfield IMG College.